definitely was a different conversation than I thought we were going to have tonight, but I think it did open up a lot of good questions. And, you know, again, I just want to make sure that you all know, in order to participate in the rate case, go to the IUB. There's documentation outside that'll kind of explain how you can get to their website and to this specific docket. That is the public record. In order for this to count, or your opinion to count in that docket, you need to make sure that you are engaged in that IUB process.
There were a couple of questions and answers that raised additional questions in my own mind. So as a result of this, I'll be doing some more research. We'll all be in Des Moines from January 8th through at least April 16th. So if you have any questions about this issue or any others, you know where to find us.
Because when our crews are safe, the community stays safe. So thank you to our crews and our team to continue keeping safety of the utmost importance as they focus on serving our customers and our communities. At Alliant Energy, we have a really simple purpose, and that purpose is to serve customers and build stronger communities. That purpose truly came to life a little over 3 years ago when the derecho swept across the state. That unprecedented storm left over 250,000 of our customers without power. But you know what we did? We worked day in and day out until those lights were back on. That work included replacing 3,600 poles and 6 million feet of wire across the state of Iowa.
The average residential electric bill is proposed to increase about $10 per customer starting in October of 2024 and $7 per month beginning in October of 2025. These numbers do include the total average bill impact, so it does take into account all the components that I talked about as far as all the different line items that make up your bill.
The federal government right now has a $3.5 billion program on electrical grid improvement. I suggest that Alliant go to them and get part of the $3.5 million.
Now, Alliant is a public utility. You are owned by a holding company, or are you wholly owned, you're a company, public utility, is that correct?
We're a public company, yes.
Why would Alliant then own other companies? Because I know they own a trucking logistic company in Cedar Rapids. They own a barge logistic company in East Dubuque. They own a freight company in Stoughton, Wisconsin. I don't understand that, why a public utility would own other companies. Can you explain that to me?
So you're speaking of our logistics business. The name of that business is Trevero.
Trevero, correct.
Trevero provides a variety of different services, and those services are really helping customers that are within the Alliant Energy service territory. It's not exclusive to just Alliant customers, but it helps those customers continue to conduct business. So whether they have warehousing needs, they have barge needs, they needed to move freight, those services are provided. That is actually on the unregulated side, so that is not a part of this rate review.
I understand that it's still part of this company, is that correct?
It's part of the Alliant Energy Corporation.
And it
Yes.
generates profits, is that correct?
It does generate profits.
And are these profits then used to reduce the cost of providing energy to the Alliant customers?
It's non-regulated.
Well, you didn't answer my question. If you're telling me that Alliant owns these companies generate profit, the profit has got to go somewhere, and it does not go back to the customers of Alliant Energy to reduce their energy costs, is that correct?
That is correct.
And will you assure me that the profits of Alliant Energy are not going to buy other companies?
Correct.
Where did you
Can't
get
do
the
that.
capital to buy these companies for if you're a public utility? It had to come from somewhere.
Yeah. It's a good question. I don't have a direct response for you, but we can absolutely follow
So the
up.
assumption then we can drive is that Alliant Energy took profits from the utility company to buy other companies.
We can't do that, sir. The dollars that
So then
are.
where did Alliant Energy get the money from to buy these other companies?
Great question.
So we do raise capital for Alliant Energy at the Alliant Energy level. So it's not capital that's raised from IPL or IPL's customers, so it is separate. So it's not any part of the regulated umbrella.
What I'm asking is for those who might not be able to be here. Right now, there's a cap on what you would invest back into low-income neighbors. We have a lot of neighborhoods that we've taken stock, especially in Dubuque, that could utilize those energy efficiency measures, but right now they're put on a waiting list because you are capped at your budget from the legislature as to what you are to reinvest into energy efficiency measures. So my question is, what are you going to do? Not just the toolkits, not just sending them to the website, not just offering rebates back for a home thermostat like a Nest, but what are you going to do to help offset that, recognizing that they're going to be giving you $156 of their money more?
Again, we have the tools that are available that we mentioned earlier. We've got energy efficiency programs. I don't think that all of those energy efficiency dollars get fully utilized. So again, there's opportunity for customers to really leverage the programs that are available.
I've had a business relationship with Alliant Energy Iowa for close to 45 years. And I just want everyone to take a second and look at things a little bit different. You know, I have 154 employees that work in Iowa that are tree trimmers that actually helped with the derecho. 49 of them are on the Allian Energy property. I have been in this business for 35 years, and I've been doing this a long time, and I've investigated some things that I don't care to talk about. They keep me up at night, remembering some of the things I had to do when it came to people and power lines, children and power lines. Costs are going up for Alliant Energy, and we have to support that part of it to keep a reliable system. I'm currently in union negotiations right now with the tree trimmers of this state of Iowa. They're asking for 65% increase. They're asking for so many things to try. They remember the derecho. They remember working 3 weeks, solid weeks, keeping the power lines, getting them back up, working with linemen to get everybody in this area's power back on. So I just wanted to look at it a different way. You know, Alliant does support the community. It supports us, our company. It supports my tree trimmers, and I'm here on my tree trimmers' behalf that live on Alliant property. They want this increase so they can hopefully get paid a little bit more.
We do a lot of projects. We're working in Creston and Weaver right now on those two facilities down there. We do our local union contractors. We hire local people that are in everybody's neighborhood. They do get a rate increase. We have a rate increase coming every May 31st for those union craft guys. We are partners of the community. We work exclusively with Alliant, you know, doing golf outings, food drives, toy banks, all of that. And it's not just ASCO and Burns McDonald giving money into those programs. All those craft guys do give money and help out tremendously. So Burns McDonald, ASCO supports the rate increase.
Bernard Duchek, I'm on communications. We're out of Cedar Rapids, employ about 225 folks here in Iowa. I will not speak toward the rate increase, but I do want to say we collaborate quite a bit with Alliant, and as they're putting lines underground or doing aerial lines, that often help us lower our costs and share costs there to help us build out fiber to the home quicker to communities, including Dubuque, Peosta, Farley, Epworth, and Dyersville. So I do want to say Alliant's been a very good partner from that aspect, helping us get fiber to the communities from the economic development. So.
We do appreciate Alliant's commitment to our community in supporting good union jobs. This means good pay, good benefits, and local Iowans being employed by Alliant Energy to work on these projects that you're proposing with the rate increases. So for that reason, I just want to state that the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters is in favor of the rate increase. Thank you.
Alliant is burdening their customers with these huge increases while they rake in over $1.7 billion in gross profits last year. It makes me wonder how they have the nerve to ask for this large of a rate hike in the midst of paying their CEO over $11 million in 2020, $10 million in 2021, and $7 million last year. You're asking for 13% while we get a mere 3.2% cost of living from Social Security. This does not add up for us.
We work the ratio also. And it was terrible for up here, but I tell you, our guys are working day and night away from their families and everything, sacrificing to get the power back on and keep the power on. I don't know if we take electricity for granted, but it's something that is a very, very expensive thing to produce and maintain and to improve the infrastructure. It takes money.
And in my 35 years in industry, I've never seen a conglomeration of the number of issues over the last several years that we faced, including labor shortages, things that global economic issues like canals that have been stuck, and that's caused tremendous supply chain problems. Global economic wars in Ukraine and the Middle East now. All of these things have affected the prices and the availability of materials. And this, even in this community in May, and Amy mentioned the number of projects that have driven the overhead assets to underground. We've been involved in all of that. And that's a massive undertaking, and it's expensive.
I have one question for you, if you can tell me where the funding is going to come from to help pay the bills that people can't afford to pay.
There's state assistance funding.
Where does that money come from? Just the state? Who is the state?
Taxpayers.